Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and today I'm back with another haul video. So the items I have here I picked up recently with Aaron. We went to a little flea market place and then also to Goodwill. Now the Goodwill was a strikeout for the most part, and it was a Goodwill that I don't normally go to, but we decided to go to it, and it's in a busier town, and I don't know, the day in general, the morning, we didn't really find a whole lot, including the flea market. But I'm gonna jump right on in and show you some of the things that, well, all the things that I found. So first up, I picked up this really cool Mikasa Bowl, and I bought it because it's really mid-century looking, very 70s, atomic almost, with the orange on here. And Mikasa, it says on the bottom, is a pretty desirable and collectible pattern. So for $1, I decided to go ahead and purchase it. So this is known as the Pivotal Collection by Mikasa, and I believe the pattern name is actually called Tangents. And then there's a pattern number 5005. Interestingly, I looked this up on replacements.com, and whenever you type in Mikasa 5005, this pattern comes up, but in brown, and there's not even that much information about it or any like a lot of pieces to it that I see. There are only a very few select pieces of this, not necessarily the bowl, but I think there's like 5 eBay listings right now out there, and it does have a pretty good strong history of selling. So I feel pretty happy with the bowl. I'm gonna probably list it around, you know, it's gonna have to go for a few pounds. $28, about $28 with shipping included on Etsy. It's a nice, about 8 or 9 inch serving bowl. Really pretty though. And it's in great shape without any chips or cracks. So I did buy that. Also, this sort of incidental bowl came with it, and it's just made in China. So that'll probably be redonated because I don't need that. Okay. I also thought these were kind of fun. Little duck coasters. And they just need to be washed up a little bit, and then I'm going to use some oil, cutting board oil, that really brings things back to life. I also have Old English that I could use. I might maybe, I don't know. There's some color missing right there on that one for sure. So maybe I want to go over it with this. The Old English almost acts like a stain, like a wood stain in a way. And I like it. We've used it on our old Victrola to bring it back to life, and it's really an old Victrola. There's alligatoring happening on the wood, and right now it's just in the spare bedroom, but that stuff's like magic. So I've used Old English, and I've used with this stuff, it's in an orange, it's orange, I forgot the name of it, but it's really good too. Johnson's, I think. Johnson's Feed and Wax, I think it's called. So that one, and then the other thing that I mentioned. So yeah, we'll see. But I paid $1 for that as well. I'm gonna probably sell it for $22 or so with shipping included. It should go first class, under a pound. It is marked made in Taiwan on the bottom, so that helps me date it to around the early 80s probably. Okay, this. Oh, did I finish the, let me continue with the flea market, and then I'll jump into the Goodwill. So I picked this up, and I didn't mention it on the video, but this is Hagar Pottery. It's a really pretty pink sort of basket planter, and it was $1 as well. So I bought that, and it is marked on the bottom, Hagar USA, and it does have the sticker on the side. It says, made in, what does that say? Oh, Macomb, Illinois. So Hagar, you know, we find it a lot. So I think it originated in Illinois. So that's part of the reason we see so much of it around here. So this item right here, I'll probably throw up for around $22 or so with shipping included. It's not gonna go first class, but the shipping should be like $8. So not terrible. And it's really pretty, no chips or cracks on that one. And then I also bought at the flea market, I did get this brass piece. It's a unicorn. So I decided to buy it. It was $4, and I just think it's cute. So yeah, it does have its like tarnishing and stuff in it, which is pretty consistent with age. I always find stuff like this having like little tarnishes here and there. But all in all, I think it's a really nice item from the 80s time frame. and it will sell for probably about $24, $28 with shipping included, somewhere in there. And for $4, not a bad price. So really cool, really nice. Yeah. I also got this frog here. I've been buying a lot of these frogs lately. This one here still has a sponge inside, which is kind of gross. But I do need to wash it up. There are a few little chips on his upper lip and lower lip, and then on the bottom. But I still think that I can turn this around for about 20 bucks with shipping included. So not bad for that. And that should go first class. It'll be tight to make it work, but I think I could do it. It's kind of heavy. Oh, by the way, at the end of this video, I have a fun surprise to show that's not related to something that I purchased, but a thing that I got in the mail from one of you guys. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, let's jump into the, Goodwill. Yeah. So I found this really interesting plate, and I think this is Japan, like a, you know, mid-century era Japan, very kitschy. So it has the, what is that? It's like a pear and an apple. Really nice. It has this detailed pink flower up top here, and the leaves, all this delicate, intricate lace work. No issues. I mean, there's minor crazing, but there's no chips or cracks, which is just, I couldn't believe that. And to find it at Goodwill. Usually if I was to find something like this at Goodwill, well, inevitably there would be a chip or a crack somewhere, because, you know, maybe another reseller had it and they, you know, they were like, oh, well, it has a chip. But this is in great shape, so I will stick this online. I could put it in the booth, but I don't really have wall space right there in the 1950s kitchen that I've got. And I just kind of want to throw this up online. I think it'll do much better online anyway. So yeah, it has this kind of ribbon tied throughout. So I paid $2 for it. I think I'm gonna sell it for right around $30 with shipping included. So yeah, I think that's nice. And it's gonna go for about 2 pounds or so, 2 or 3 pounds. So that is really neat. And I've never seen anything like it. So I'm even a little bit hesitant on that price, but yeah, I mean, I don't think it should be over $40 with shipping included. So it's gonna be under $40, but more likely around 30 or so. I see it as like a $20 item plus shipping, so. This is really fun, and I'm not sure how old this is because it's made in Portugal, and it says on the bottom. It's a little different than what I would normally buy, but it was sort of a light day, and I figured I'd go ahead and give this a shot. Did I say Portugal? No, it's made in Poland. So it's made in Poland on the bottom, it says, and it's made by the manufacturer. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean manufactured? It says manufactura. I wonder if that's just the English word of manufactured. Manufactura. And then it just says, there's like words on the bottom. I can't read that because some of the letters are missing. I paid $1 for it though, not really bad at all. This made in Poland stuff does pretty well online. It's pretty collectible. So I think I could list this for around $20 to $24 with shipping included. I don't think I'll have a problem with that. And there's no chips or cracks on it. It's really pretty. White pottery and blue. So those are really nice colors. Yeah, very cool. I'm not sure what it is for though. It doesn't show that it would have, I mean, there's no ledge or anything for a lid. So is it like a soup bowl? I don't know, because it sort of bulges out a little bit. Looks like a bean pot, but I don't know. What do you think? Okay. I did buy these bookends, and I did pay $4, like I said in the video. They're marked Hong Kong, so they do have a little age on them. Probably from the 70s, either the 70s or early 80s. But yeah, they're brass bookends. I just think they're really interesting looking, so I wanted to buy them. I think that they're worth about, I think I could sell them for about $20 plus shipping. Round that out to around $26 to $28 with shipping included on these. What do you think? Asian? They're Asian. It's like, they're like a pagoda style I need to brush up on my Eastern stuff because I'm not hip on it. But yeah, I think that's a pretty cool thing. This is definitely unique, and I've never seen anything quite like it before. It's one of these 1980s home painted ceramic pieces here, and it's just a sleeping kitten. So cute. It's marked on the bottom with the initials MW84, and I paid $2 for it because it is so neat. So there's no chips or cracks on it for the little kitten that's asleep. I'll probably throw this up for around $28 with shipping included, and it's just very unique. So I don't think I'll have any problem with that price. It's a really cute one, and you can put it on a table. Okay, so definitely the first one I've ever seen of that, and the paint job is really well done. It's actually remarkable because normally with this home painted stuff, and I'm a little confused by it, normally you don't see like a spray technique. You see like solid colors. This has been sprayed on. So it is very similar to 1950s, 60s ceramic, professionally done ceramics. Of course, you know, you could have a sprayer, they sell those, but just the quality is really well on this one. So very different. Okay, the exciting thing that I got in the mail is definitely one of my not a bucket list, that's, what do you call that list? Wish list, or I'm so happy to have it. Okay, so this is the Fitz & Floyd Flamingo candlestick holder. And I wonder how many other like millennial, my age people might be jealous. I don't know, maybe none. But this is from the opening sequence of Mama's Family. Which is kind of hilarious that show is, in all honesty, a joke. Like, it's not a work of art by any means. They started from the Carol Burnett show. It's, you know, so, but I grew up watching it really young, so I've got memories of it. And the opening segment, this is probably why I'm so into flamingos, honestly. Not just because I'm gay. Contrary to what you may believe, which is a funny story because of that. I don't know, I don't necessarily want to get into it, but if you haven't watched the video where we went, and I don't remember the name of it, I'll link it down below because it's sort of a different thing. But Barb and I went to this place that was going out of business, or so they said, and she kind of made an offhanded comment about pink flamingos in your yard and what that insinuates. And I didn't know that. And there was another comment about a lampshade. Okay, so the flamingos, they're really cute, and this will just, every time, I'll put this by my TV and I'll see it every night. It's so cute. Yeah, it's just funny. And here's the thing, I had no idea who made this. I was searching feverishly online because from the side that you see on the opening credits, like just like this, it looks like a figurine, just a straight figurine with twisted neck flamingo. So I'm searching twisted neck flamingo figurine, twisted neck, 2 flamingos. I'm trying everything I could think of. Well, and then all of a sudden one day I was on replacements.com, which is hilarious because this is where this came from, but I was on replacements.com and I was just going through all of if you haven't been to replacements.com, they sell like fine chinaware, and they also sell collectibles. So I was curious what other collectibles there are. So I was going through the list alphabetically. I was looking at all I know this sounds really strange, but I do this sometimes. So I was looking at all the brand names, and then if I didn't know what one was, I would search it and figure out. So it's my form of researching things that I don't know. So I got to the F, and I was like, Fitz & Floyd, I never thought about them very much. And it's only recently that I started looking at Fitz & Floyd in other ways. Whenever I was up north with Ashley, she told me that her mom collects Fitz & Floyd Christmas. Oh, it's a very specific thing for Christmas, but she collects that. So I was looking at that, and I normally wouldn't have anyway. So I was like, I wonder what else they have. I wonder if they made any flamingos. So I don't know what happened. Okay, so I didn't find it on replacements because there's a whole nother story about replacements not spelling flamingos correctly. But I just searched Fitz and Floyd Flamingo just to see what came up on Google Images. And wouldn't you know it, this came up. I was so ecstatic. I could not believe that after all that searching, it was a Fitz and Floyd item. So yeah, it does say that. And there's actually Roman numeral dating on here, MCMLXXXV. I'll write that down below so we all know what that means. But yeah, it's marked FF Japan. So just a fun little story about this. I know it's kind of off, it's not off topic. This is a vintage channel, so I hope you like the story. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I could not believe that after all of that, it just one day, out of the blue, I finally found it being a Fitz and Floyd item. I think it's from 1986, I believe. It's either 86 or 87. Really cool. So with that, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.